Hello, how you all doing, guys? It's been a crazy week for me, I must say, because I had a lot of visitations, because back where I am now, our restrictions have been lifted. Still, we have to wear masks when we go to the shop, you know, things like that, but we can gather now in groups of 5, and it's just very nice. So I had a lot of people to see, and I had a lot of things to do and a lot of readings flowing in, and also have been working on the intuitive decks on the side, you know, guys. So it's just much this week, but I'm full of life and I'm very grateful, and let's roll. So today we are choosing purely from our intuition. So if you'd like to, you can go by a number. That is number 1, that's number 2, that's number 3, that's number 4. So if you want to go by number, if you want to go by what number you've seen lately, there's one other cool thing to do. If you'd like to stop the video and just have your phone with you, or have a clock next to you, whatever, it doesn't matter, so that you can see time, and just close your eyes and kind of wait until you feel like you want to look at the time. And once you looked at the time, put those numbers together and see which number you are getting, or which number is the closest to the pile. Okay, so that's another trick if anyone wanted to use it. At any point, we don't have, you know, numbers 1 to 9 here. We have only 1 to 4, so that's why I said maybe the closest number, or maybe the number that you even kept seeing throughout this week or the past couple of days. Okay. Also, thank you very much for those who are coming back to re-listen to their past week's piles, and I'm doing that myself now. If I'm watching a weekly prediction, even myself, when I pick a pile for myself, I try to erase everything from my memory once I've done a reading, and just pick intuitively what I need to hear and what's gonna happen. So a lot of people now have started coming back to the past week's piles that they've chosen to see how that played out for them. So I think it's very interesting. I find it fascinating myself, because our ego tries to interpret things what we are familiar with, right? But some other things are happening in the future, and we don't really know sometimes what the reader is talking about, because we are not familiar with the situation. So if you wanted to check it out and leave me a comment from the past weeks, if you do remember your pile, go ahead and do so. Also, if you would like a bit more clarification or more messages for a week, I would say go ahead, guys, and take a look at other 7 to 10 days predictions, because as you know, these readings are timeless. Whichever will call your name or call you to click on the video, it means that there is something there for you too. It's not that I've done, you know, 7 to 10 day prediction and you can't watch any of the old readings back, because they are timeless. Okay, cool. So take a deep breath, decide which pile is yours. I'll see you in timestamps. Hello, pile number 1. What I want to do actually is, I don't know why I want to pull Zombie Tarot first, and then I want to look at your cards. So I'm going to go by what my gut tells me. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're feeling a little bit freer than before. I don't know where you're at. I don't know what's the situation there, but hopefully everything will fall back into place, and you'll start living your best life again. Okay, let's see. Pile 1, what does pile 1 need to know for the coming 7 to 10 days, please? Feel like a couple of more shuffles. Yep, here we go. That's good. Let's see what we have. we have the Star, we have the Page of Cups, we have the 9. I actually want 4 cards, I don't know why. We have 9 of Hazards, and we have the Empress, bottom of a deck, 6 of Swords. Okay, I'm gonna lay out the rest of your cards above. Let's see what we have here. We have Handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. We have Money Path, a path with money is waiting for you to find it. Very cool. Let's put it here. And then we've got from Rebecca Campbell's deck, Break the Chain, Ancestral Patterns, Healing, Rewriting the Future. Love this stuff. Now we have Portal, Doors are opening, You Decide, Rewards, Wild Card. Ooh, you are escaping, guys, here. Escaping the past. Okay, we have 5 of Autumn. We're not going to read about it now. We'll do it later, okay? And we have the 2 of Autumn too. A lot of green color here. So what that talks to me about is the stability, especially the emotional stability. A lot of grounding is coming through here. Let me tune into your cards and let's see what we get in for you all. This is a strong pile when it comes to self-development and when it comes to a change. You're gonna decide to make a change for yourself. You might come across a piece of information, a book, an article, a video that will somehow trigger you and spark this need for you to leave the past behind, especially when it comes to the ancestral patterns. What that's talking about is you escaping and you becoming a new person. So you getting rid of the past, how it used to be. So it can be talking about your past patterns, not necessarily the ancestral patterns. It can be for some of you. This is saying how you used to be, you will no longer want to be. So what was the pattern that wasn't working out for you? Is it relationship? Is it something in career? Is it something regarding how you treat yourself, how you see yourself? Because where you're going towards to this is saying you are trying to become a new version of yourself, a version that you really like, and you're gonna be deciding what you accept in your life and what you don't accept in your life. And that's not to do intuitively, I'm not feeling that's to do with a lot of external things. It's to do with your own self, how you treat yourself, what you allow yourself, how you speak to yourself in your own mind. So a lot of big changes here. And then we have Portal. It says doors are opening, you decide. Exactly, you decide. Rewards, wild card. This is saying you're gonna have a chance to go into the unknown. You're gonna have a chance to discover something that, and it's interesting how we have 2 portals here actually. Look at those gates, right? How this came out. It seems like there is something undiscovered about you that you're going to uncover throughout these 7 to 10 days. It's like you guys, pile number 1, it's not only about 7 to 10 days prediction here for you. It's more like whatever changes, energetic changes you'll go through, that you will decide to go through, that you will set this kind of goal for yourself, is going to be very important in your future. So it's like you are improving your life by the actions, by your own actions, it seems like, which is really nice to see. And it makes sense why 6 of Swords is at the bottom of a deck, because this is all about you going towards a new direction. You're like, whatever I had that wasn't healthy for me, right? Whatever wasn't healthy for me, I am holding that gun myself. I'm getting rid of that caca, as I say, energies, and I am becoming someone who is, what's the word I'm looking for? My own boss. How do I want my life to be? So a very powerful pile. Also we have the Empress here. Let's take a look at more specific messages here. Some of you are getting rewarded, that's for sure, with a star here, especially how it's represented in this deck. It's beautiful, isn't it? And we've got a money path. But what I do see here, it doesn't necessarily have to be money that is coming your way. There is some kind of a recognition that is gonna feel very good for you. You might find yourself communicating with people throughout the next 7 to 10 days, and you will see how people will be drawn to you. People will be appreciating you, and you are starting that for yourself. Because of how you change your own vibe here, how you decide to be, is going to change a lot of things around you. I do think that someone is going to rent a car, or someone is going to buy a car, or they are saving for a better one, something along those lines. It tells me that you guys are planning how you want your future self to be like, and you're kind of drawing this new picture of yourself, how you imagine your life to be in the future, and you take in charge. Because we saw the Chariot right here as well, and I paid attention to the Chariot. You are the one who is taking charge, okay? And then we have a handshake. So something that is important for you guys throughout these 7 to 10 days is people that are new, people who are new. So the meetings with strangers can be a little bit awkward throughout this time, but remember, you can meet people online too, because we do have a globe here that I'm seeing, right? And it seems like 2 people are at a distance. Pay attention to your messages, emails, I would say, because it seems like you might have a collaboration, or someone is coming your way, and it's like they're supposed to come your way at that particular time, and they're going to somehow want to be a part of your life. Now, and when I look at the handshake, automatically my eyes are drawn to the Page of Cups. It seems like you might get a message of some sort here, pile number 1, that is going to make an impact on your emotional well-being. And that's going to be a good one. Now, it seems like some of you might decide to buy a plant, or you might decide to change things up in your home, and you're gonna make it much more homely for yourself. Some others of you might decide to plant some vegetables and have like your own little garden. Would it be outside, would it be indoors, whatever you're doing, I do see someone shopping for things in order to create something of their own. It doesn't have to necessarily be that garden, but something that you are choosing what you need in order to create this thing that matters for you, okay? Now, let's take a look at your animal tarot cards. We have focusing upon the negative or worrying about money or your career can block your progress because your trust and faith are at low point right now. It's not the best time to start your own business or become self-employed. I think a lot of you, what this means, you're going to understand what's been working for you and what hasn't been working for you. Again, you are replanning things for yourself in the future. You might even start seeing things in your dreams, pile number 1, so I would pay attention to that. Also pay attention to number 6 and 9. And we have 2 of autumn. It says you're gonna be busy, by the way, guys. It seems like not only you're gonna be busy spiritually, but you're gonna be busy creating something. And I'm hearing a plan, a better plan. You're going to be creating a better plan that's going to have a massive impact in the future for yourself. Then we have you may be under stress because of multiple jobs or too many responsibilities for one person to manage. It's important to balance your work and personal life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. And I think that a lot of you during these days, you're going to understand what you've been doing right when you were really busy and what you've been doing wrong regarding that. So what I mean is that when you're taking care of many things at once, are you anxious while doing that, or are you being grounded and you're like, okay, one task at a time, I'm gonna do this and that, and you kind of, you're a bit in that ecstasy and you're enjoying that time. Do you know how sometimes you have those moments when you're like, life is so good because you're so present and you're so grounded? And I think you're gonna be understanding how to be in that state more often. You're gonna realize what you've been doing right and what you've been doing wrong if you are not grounded enough. So a bit of self-work here that I'm seeing, guys, pile number ones. Let's take a look at, I do want to use my other deck. One second, I wasn't planning to, so it's not even on the table. We're gonna take a look at that person a meeting with a stranger. Okay, we're gonna see what kind of traits they might have. We have a rock star. Okay. Now again, yeah, collaboration, Three of Pentacles. I'm just gonna give you little clues, okay? And for each of you, it might be different. Okay, Nahaka. So we have very different vibes here, as you can see. This person, whoever they are, it seems like they are very good with technology in general. Would it be instruments? Would it be tech? They do know how to deal with things when things go wrong, tech-wise, or there's a connection with electricity here I'm seeing too. For some others of you, this person might be working in architectural field, they might be working in construction, they might be anything to do with buildings is going to be important. For some others of you, this person is trying to pursue their dream in music, or they are writing songs. They are some kind of a creator. I've asked cards what it is that this person will bring you. It seems like if you couldn't make up your mind regarding one aspect of your life, they might advise you really well. For some others of you, it seems like there might be, this person might bring the end of, I'm hearing the end of loneliness, okay? So if some of you have been lonely for X amount of time, you're not gonna feel that way the next 7 to 10 days from now. And it doesn't have to be, you know, this full romance story. It doesn't have to be that big, but it's gonna feel very important for you. Okay, a lot of flirting here I'm seeing, but for others what I'm seeing, this person is bringing, you're gonna understand what it is that you were doing wrong in the past when it comes to your own mental function, I'm hearing. It seems like this person might come into your life and show you something, shine some light on what it is that is in you that you want to change. And I'm not feeling that this person, you know, I'm hearing a passenger. This person is going to be sent to you for a reason in order to somehow touch you. You know, I'm seeing like a little touch, and then I'm seeing electricity, like to spark something up in yourself. So there's a lot of internal work that's happening the next 7 to 10 days, but it doesn't feel like it's work for you. It feels a bit more like a story that is going to change some things up for you guys in the future. What is this person bringing? An order. Okay, for some of you, this person is bringing a bit more order in your life. Now, for some of you, watch out, because some of you might be dealing with someone who is either manipulative or very controlling. So once you start seeing those red flags, as I'm saying, you know, decide what you want to do, because people who are manipulative or are controlling usually find people who can obey them easily, and it can be really hard for that other person to escape from that situation. So that's not for all of you. You're going to see which scenario is yours yourself. I truly hope that this made sense. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. I'll catch you next week. Bye for now. Hello tribe, how are you all doing? I hope everything is well with you all. You kick ass and everything is going the way you want it to be. Let's take a look at how your next week will be. And I'm using the Zombie Tarot. We're gonna take a look at these in a minute. I do want 4 cards for your 7 to 10 days predictions. Okay, let's see. Okay, thank you very much. We have the Fool, we have the 2 of Wands. I'm gonna adjust the camera in a minute. We have 8 of Wands. And we have 7 of Wands. How much fire is in this reading? Fire. Okay, bottom of the deck. Knight of Hazards. Okay, we're gonna leave it here so we can take a look at the beautiful art on these cards. Okay, let's see. Tea Leaf Tarot. We have a star. It says guaranteed success, which is nice to see. We have bird flying. News is on the way. Very nice to see. What a good week. What is going on? Okay, and then we've got Earth pulsing. Pulse of the mother. Slow down. Time in nature. Whoa, even by reading this, I felt much better. Star family. You are part of a team of souls calling support. And then we've got 7 of spring. We're gonna read this later. And we've got 4 of summer. Okay, so let me tune into your energies, guys. I do have to say, I'm getting a lot of different now visuals. Sorry guys, I was doing mediumship last night for so long for someone that I'm a bit all over the place today because I'm picking up on things very quickly. Okay, what's going on? It seems like I just have to mention, someone has actually bought jewelry where it can be a star engraved in it, or it is a star, or something along those lines. If you haven't, I do think that some of you will buy a piece of jewelry, and it's not necessarily that it is going to be a shape of a star, but it is going to mean something very deep for you, which reminds you of your goal, if that makes sense. So some of you might want to buy something for yourself that reminds you of where you want to be, or what you want to get, what's your goal like, what's your wish. And I think that's a very good thing to do. Some of you might even want to do a vision board, I'm seeing here. But I do think, I must say, what I'm feeling intuitively for pile number 2, if you do want to remind yourself that, because people do forget, we do forget things that are important for us because we have to take care of all the other responsibilities, right? So I think that's a very good idea. But what I would suggest doing for pile number 2s is, instead of having the vision board, have something on you that reminds you of that wish with you, okay? Even if it's a piece of stone, even if it's something like that, which you can just put in your pocket and it means something to you, that is going to remind you what matters most. Some of you, I don't know why I had to mention mediumship for pile number 2. Some of you actually might want to okay, serious talk. Some of you might even want to keep something of a deceased that is not too big, so you can put it in your pocket, in your purse, doesn't matter. Especially those who have lost someone due to drugs or due to overindulging in something. I'm seeing it doesn't have to be drugs, but my head was I was dizzy for a moment. That's why I had to stop. So it seems like whoever that person is, maybe they were on medication before they passed, doesn't matter, okay? Because that's literally how medication feels like for me sometimes. The head is spinning, but someone needs to hear that. So if you wanted to connect or be more connected, or if you're afraid that you're going to forget about them or the memories will disappear, that's something that you can do, and I think some of you will be doing. Now, it's funny how the star and the star family came in one pile. Now, you guys are super protected the next week, and we do have a couple of souls around you the next week that are going to be important. Take a look at the art on this card. I truly love this. This is saying whenever you need support, this is a very highly mediumship pile. You know, a lot of ancestors also are coming through, but mostly someone who has passed the past 10 years, not more than that. I'm not seeing that, okay? It doesn't feel that far back. Now, it seems like if you do want to communicate, guys, even with your guides, if you're like, I don't have anyone that I've lost and I don't, you know, I'm not as connected to them, you can, this is saying the next week, and you will, I feel like you're gonna be very interested in that. Call in support of your guides, and you might even notice once you've called in support how things, you might see signs, you might notice how things are changing for you, and just little things like that where it's going to be visible for you, at least more visible than it was before. Overall vibe for pile number 2, it is a beautiful, beautiful vibe. Someone has back pain, I'm feeling it. I would say lay down on the floor and lay for a good 10 minutes. No mats, nothing, just lay on the floor, and I think it's gonna help you out a little bit. Now, news is on the way, we're gonna take a look at that. Overall energy is beautiful. Earth pulsing. Pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. This is saying you're gonna be spending a lot of time. Plus we have that 4 of Summer card over there. A lot of nature is coming through. This is saying whenever you feel like you wanna soak in happiness, go outside. I don't know what it means for you guys, but you have a very strong connection with Earth, with nature. You're gonna be spending much more time, it seems like, in nature. Now, pay attention to bees. Whenever you will see a bee, especially a honeybee, you might find that you will be registering that whatever the fluttering kind of creature you're gonna be seeing, okay, that you do get some kind of a good news, or you do get, yeah, you have good news coming your way. So this is saying that the next week you're going to be registering more things, how nature is sending you signs, and how maybe sometimes you didn't notice that. So truly take notes. I think you're going to find it very fascinating, because you are going to have, I'm seeing bzzz, something around you, and then you might be like, whoa, you know, or you might be scrolling through social media and you're like, why am I seeing this, you know? Why am I paying attention to that little bee or to that something? It doesn't have to be a bee for all of you guys, you know? But yeah, pay attention to what kind of signs the nature will be sending you. Especially when you need advice, or especially when you're like a bit hesitant, okay? Because we have 2 of Wands here. You're gonna have to make a decision of some sort, guys, it seems like over here. And this is saying you're gonna have to not only make a decision, but it's going to feel a little bit risky for you. With the Fool here, to take a trip or to go somewhere or not to go somewhere. Because I'm seeing 2 paths, right? So you're gonna be deciding, should I go somewhere, should I not go somewhere? Listen to your gut, guys. Always listen to your gut. Your gut is telling you what is a good idea and what is not. at all times, especially when it comes to a trip of some sorts. Even if you walk in, if you feel like you don't want to take that path, you'd rather take another one, that is your intuition guiding you, okay? So truly pay attention to that. And also I'm seeing that you're gonna be led by your intuition very strongly the next 7 to 10 days. You're going to notice so many more things that are coming from the earth that is actually 3D, something that you can touch, that's coming as a sign for you, or that is warning you of some kind of a good thing coming your way. So a big need to pay attention to those signs, okay? Let's see what else we get here. Someone might actually want to go and work out. You might find yourself wanting to do some physical activities the next week. I don't know where you're at, guys, and how open everything is, but it seems like someone might want to go ice skating, which is so strange at this time. But I just have to tell you, maybe you're just gonna want to buy ice skates or rollerblades, something along those lines, and you're just gonna be planning it in the future. But that is gonna make you very happy. Some kind of a physical activity is happening here too. So let's take a look at what good news are coming your way. I kind of wanna use my Kipper deck, and let's see. What is that regarding to, please? What good news are coming your way? Someone is inviting you also, guys, for a picnic. Not for all of you, but I do see people sitting on the grass enjoying life. Expectations. Okay. So this is saying, look, you've been waiting for some kind of a news or someone to bring you some kind of news. Did you apply for something? Did you fill in some documents? Are you waiting for something to get clear? It's saying the news are going to be flying in the next 7 to 10 days from now. And we do also have a star which says guaranteed success. So what this tells me, I'm intuitively picking up that for some of you that is not connected to those news though, because it seems like some of you might get news and you might be a little bit disappointed, but not for too long, because you have been expecting something to go a certain way, and you might find yourself that you were so you put so much pressure on that situation to go a certain way, where if it doesn't go that way, you might find yourself disappointing yourself because you were so trusting in that scenario that you saw in your head. So this is saying you're gonna have to let things go naturally the next week. Whatever the news, would it be good, would it be bad news that you get in, okay, it's saying it will happen the way it has to happen. So let it be, surrender to the flow of life. Okay, now let's take a look at your animal tarot. It says, be assertive, believe in yourself, and don't let anyone take away your personal power. Trust that your inner guidance is true and follow it completely. That's exactly what I saw with that, taking a certain path. Do not let anyone change your opinion next week when your gut feeling is telling you otherwise, because your gut feeling is going to take you where you have to be. Okay, and then we have 4 of summer. It says your responsibilities may distract you from noticing all the gifts that God is presenting to you. Be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. Here we go, another opportunity that we're sensing here is coming your way. You might have waited for something for a very long time, or something was a bit stagnant for you. You will see it coming your way. News of some sorts, or if your business or if your relationship with a person was stagnant, you're gonna start seeing changes in it. Okay, I'm hearing letting go, pile number 2. Do not pressure yourself too much when it comes to everyday tasks. Do not overperform, this is saying. Allow yourself to sometimes make mistakes. Allow yourself not to get what you wanted in order for you to... It seems like someone needs to loosen a grip, you know? This is saying loosen a grip. It's fine. Just let it flow sometimes. You don't have to be this perfect human being. You don't have to, you know... No one is perfect. No one is perfect. And it's funny how I was watching videos just before that where it was talking about that, and that's coming through in pile number 2, where you don't have to be only light. It's not about only being in the light, guys. For pile number 2, it's very important. Maybe you pressure yourself too much with that stuff. You're gonna find yourself that life is not about only the light, okay? Because sometimes things happen where you are not able to be in the light only, and no one really can unless you are living on the top of a mountain and you don't have to face very difficult shit sometimes, okay? So it's fine to be how you are sometimes. It's fine to... It's a very interesting pile here, because yesterday I had a conflict with one of my very old friends, and none of us backed down, but none of us got really super angry about it too. But it was just a very annoying, long, like, no, but I told you that way. No, but you told me like... I was like, okay, take a look at the messages. And but the fun thing is that I was typing and smiling, not sarcastically, but I was just like, it's nice not to feel bad when you are arguing with people. It's nice to know that you can let it out when you need to. But the moment we met was the moment when we are like, how are you doing? Are you all good? And then we started talking like, yeah, no, this was a little bit effed up, you know, what is going on? And we started talking what we're gonna eat next. And it was just kind of, we both needed that. And we both were like, hey, what are we gonna eat next? What are we buying in the grocery store, you know? So I don't know, maybe some of you are feeling really bad when you do get in conflicts with people. It's completely normal. We're all human beings, and I don't want you guys to take away that reality that you live in, because a lot of people become delusional when they only seek for the light, because it's very hardly realistic in this life that we live in, okay? Unless you are taken care of, or you just, I don't know, live somewhere on the mountain, then you're not gonna have those kind of difficulties and have those things thrown your way. I just want to be very realistic on this channel of how things in the real world work out sometimes, okay? That is not only about being this peaceful person, you're also sometimes a bit of an asshole to yourself, because how we talk to ourselves in our own head can be very, very hurtful, right? So let the life flow through you, pile number 2. I went on a rant, and that's pretty much it that I wanted to say. I'm gonna catch you next week. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. So, actually, let's take a look at your zombie tarot first. We're gonna pull 4 cards, and we'll see what's going on for pile number 3s. Okay, 9 of Cups. I like the Wheel of Fortune. We'll take it. It's a funny story. One time my friend told me she had a client. She's a hairstylist, and that client had a deck of cards, and her little girl didn't like how death card looked like, so she just threw it in the bin. That's why when I said we'll take it, that's what it reminded me of, you know, we'll take that. Judgment. And Two of Cups. That's a very nice vibe, pile number 3s. The Emperor on the bottom, really. Someone has their life together within 7 to 10 days from now. Okay. Tea leaf. Sun, happiness and well-being. Come on. Lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. Then, trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Okay. Ooh, love the colors on this. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Okay, I already see what's happening. And then we're gonna read this out a bit later in a reading. So let's see. Okay, pile number 3s. What is up? I like your vibe very much. And I think you would agree with some things that I said in pile number 2 when I went on a rant, because I had to. I'm not gonna say what it is, because if it's meant for you, you're gonna be drawn to it. But I really like your vibe. The thing what's gonna be happening throughout these 7 to 10 days from now, you're going to notice how you do get those intuitive hints much more often than you maybe realized. And I do think that your intuition will be heightened. Things will be much clearer for you the next 7 to 10 days from now. It seems like you are coming back on track. You are very happy with how things going, actually. So I'm really proud of pile number 3s. It seems like you are the one who is in control of your life. And you are the one who has created everything that you have until now. And you're going to truly look back and pat yourself on the back and say, hey, you know what? The fortune is on my side because I was the one who have created all of this. I wasn't the one who was laying on a couch visualizing things and I didn't do anything about it. I got up, did my work, and that's why I have what I have. Okay, you are very in control the next week, especially when it comes to bullshit. You are not taking any of it, and you're feeling very good because it's not that you're going to be arguing with people. I'm not seeing that. I'm just seeing that you feel with yourself very in control of how you want things to go and how you imagine your life to be like. You want to live your life fully, and that's something that you are going to be feeling the next week. I think there's something that you couldn't do for a certain amount of time, or you didn't see luck in one aspect of your life. You're gonna start seeing it the next week. Pay attention to circles. It's something here about circles. We have quite a lot of them here. Okay, and I'm paying attention to that. I would say maybe look up the meaning of simply a circle, what it means. I do know that it acts as a protection in some cases, okay? You are highly protected here either way, but I think there's more information in it that you're going to uncover. Whoever is not invited, you are literally like, no, I'm not going to tolerate some kind of energy that I don't want to surround myself with. And you literally just like, you're not coming from a bad place. You're coming from a place where like, no is a no. I'm not gonna be a yes man, a yes woman anymore, you know? And I don't think that you are. It's a very, this pile has given me this sense of having your life together. That is how at least you will feel throughout these 7 to 10 days. You're gonna see clarity. You're gonna see clarity where it was cloudy before, I'm seeing, okay? I think some of you might be saving money or creating like a savings account of some sorts, or you might even buy a piggy bank, something along those lines, and you're gonna be thinking which is the next place you're gonna be traveling to once everything settles. It seems like you are creating, I'm even seeing someone visualizing where they want to live next. So if some of you wanted to move, I think that's gonna be a big week for that. The planning stages I'm seeing, okay? And someone is into science here. I do think that you could be a really good scientist, pile number 3s. Not necessarily that you have to be, but if someone out there is thinking about it, I would say go ahead and do so. NASA, you know, someone is out there really has a lot of knowledge. And I'm seeing you guys, pile number 3, you soak everything in you, the information, and that is why you have what you have so far. Even if you think that you have nothing, think twice, because there's always someone out there who could have a life like you do. Now, I really am intrigued to see what clarity that is, on what you have clarity the next week, because it seems like something was a little bit cloudy for you there. You are taking care of your skin more. I don't know why specifically skin, but maybe you're buying a cream of some sorts. Maybe you're gonna discover some kind of a brand that you are, I'm not feeling it yet, that you are happy with. It's funny because I'm talking about that, and I do have all my skincare products lined up next to the reading at all times, but it's just not very visible, I think, for you guys. But here it is in the corner. So if anyone was interested in Ordinary, this is not sponsored, by the way, I'm just telling you as a friend. These are honestly, you're gonna have to research things, what is for your skin. It took me 3 hours in order to truly understand what I need, because what Ordinary does is basically that they don't put all of the things in one, okay? You choose what it is that you need, and that is why they're quite affordable and the quality is really good. So I don't think that a lot of people know about it. I mean, I was sure that everyone knew about it by now. That's what it looks like, but it seems like maybe back where I am at, it's not that famous, wanted to say. But yeah, if you want to look it up, if someone needed to hear that, here you go. Take a look at Ordinary products, but research really well what it is that your skin needs, okay? Because some of those products you will need to be careful with the sun, funnily enough, okay? So you're gonna have to wear the protection. Okay, everything is there. Anyways, do your research. But yeah, I'm happy I came across the Ordinary. Let's see that one. Little child, so happiness and well-being. Okay, so you're getting clarity on your fertility, or I must say someone is getting laid the next 7 to 10 days from now. Not for all of you guys. For some others, what is happening here, if you waited for information that is connected to your child, if you are waiting for some kind of clarity, okay, this is saying you're gonna get it the next 7 to 10 days from now. or you're gonna find something out. Okay, let's take a look at the control your anger or you will be sorry. Okay, it does involve a young person, so I would say that they're gonna be, when I see a young person, do you know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of a person who is around your age, and doesn't matter how old or young you are. Okay, so this is someone who is not too far off age-wise from you. Let's take a look at what is this anger about. But I kind of want to use the, I'll leave the Emperor on the table. I kind of want to use the Zombie Tarot. By the way, someone is taking care of someone's baby or a child. A very protective energies here. What is that anger about, please? Okay, I must say, some of you might be splitting up with someone, straightforward, okay? But that's not something new for you. I don't think that's news for you, like I knew that day would come, you know? So this is for those people. For some of you, it might come as a lightning, you know, I'm like quick. But I do think that there were issues in that connection before. Now, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be romantic, but I'm saying apply, you know, these messages as broadly as possible, I wanted to say, but you get what I mean here. You might part ways with someone, I'm seeing here, okay? It doesn't have to be that you guys are actually splitting up. Maybe someone just needs to go somewhere, okay? It can be as simple as that, but I'm seeing parting ways, especially if you live together or you spend a lot of time lately together. It's something along those lines. Now, let's take a look at your Animal Tarot. We have Unity. It says, embrace this time of deep spiritual growth. You may feel called to act as a mentor, find a new teacher, or spend time with others who are also on sacred path. This is wonderful. So some of you might find a spiritual teacher that you truly vibe with. Some others of you, who are those teachers, I would say you're gonna have a very good communication with your clients, with people you're teaching, with your kids. You know, if you are a teacher at school, it seems like you are connecting with a teacher, and you are also, if you are a teacher, they are connecting with you. A very good mentor pile here. But this is saying, remember to take care of your own self. Do not give all of yourself away, because nourishment is here. Body care, it says, water your garden. So water your garden first before you go out there and give your energy to everyone else. Okay? Just remember that. Hashtag self-care. Another thing, 10 of Winter. It says the end of a career path, project, or relationship. Here we go. A relationship brings feelings of mixed joy and sadness, relief and disappointment. Put aside your fears about these changes and trust that a brighter future awaits. So it seems like what I'm seeing in this card, especially from the imagery here, you are taking yourself for a walk. What I mean by that, you are releasing yourself from what was holding you back. This dog is taking itself for a walk. You know, he's like, I might as well take care of my own self, my own business. I don't need anyone to walk me. I can do that myself, right? So it's something very there's this independent vibe about pile number 3 throughout these 7 to 10 days, and also changes are happening, but they have to happen. We have Judgment. This is pre-planned for you. This has to go the way it will go. So I'm hearing no regrets. Okay, you're gonna spend time with someone. You're gonna have a really good time with someone who has your best interest at heart. And as I said that, I looked at that hand, and I think he's holding a heart over there. I don't know what it is. No, is that a liver? Oh, that's a bean. Oh my God. I'm so confused. Sorry, sometimes with artwork on this deck, because you don't expect to see things on tarot cards like that, right? But that's why it's fun. So it seems like there's some whining and dining happening for you guys, so this is very nice. I do think that you might want to cook something differently, or you might want to put ingredients that people say don't belong, but it works perfectly for you. So I would say explore with your food. You might even come up with something really cool. Okay, so I hope this made sense, pile number 3. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 4. So I am shuffling the zombie deck and we're gonna start your reading. I want 4 cards for you and we will go from there. Let's let gravity do its work. Knight of Swords. Wow, what an energy here. King of Cups. I'm sensing that masculine energy is going to be surrounding you throughout the 7 to 10 days from now. There's a bit of competition happening here, so or someone is competing over you, or you are competing over someone. And as I said that, we have a ring on a finger. Someone wants to flatter someone else. I mean, this pile a little bit seems like you might have stalkers. I'm joking. Maybe some of you do, but not in that bad way, you know, where it's scary. It's just like, I would say around 2 to 3 people, if not more, have an eye on you. So you must be very popular. Maybe you don't think that way, but people have an eye on you, you know. And I don't think that you know about all of them. You know about 2, I'm sure, but you're like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Let's see, bottom of the deck. We have 8 of Swords. Okay, we'll clarify that. A very nice piece of art. I love the artwork on this deck. Let's see your cards. Bat, take care, enemies working against you. We'll take a look at that. Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Very nice. Now let's see your Oracle and Animal Tarot. I'm sorry, defenselessness, writing past wrongs, uprooting. Nice. Then baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Nice, because we have the archway, if you can see over here, and we have the archway here. So that's very much vibing together. I'll adjust the camera in a minute. We have Kiwi. Your success and prosperity have allowed you to pay off debts, acquire wise loans, or receive a grant or a scholarship. In return for heaven's blessings, be sure to share the wealth with others through donations of time or money to reputable charities. I like this. And then of winter, we have, it says procrastination and worrying what others will think is blocking you from making a decision. If you are torn between your own desires and someone else's, follow your inner guidance. You know what's happening for pile number 4? I do think that you have noticed that before in your life, where you are like, hey, I know where I'm going. I want to go that way. And that's something that I want to do. And then you might encounter other people's opinions, you know, where I think maybe in childhood, or maybe when you were younger, you might had a situation like that where you had to listen to what other person said to you and you couldn't do your own thing, and you might have regretted that. Now, within those 7 to 10 days from now, you might find yourself needing to. There's a lot of that vibe of forgiving what happened in the past, and I think you will be forgiven not because you want to forgive that person, not only, but it's for your own peace of mind. It seems like some of you guys will be realizing that whatever it was, whatever the wall you've built to keep yourself safe, you are letting it crumble, and you are letting yourself to be vulnerable, and you're gonna be feeling very differently to how you felt before, when you had that wall up, when you didn't want to show maybe as much emotion, when you didn't want to go to the core issue, and you didn't want to remember what has happened in the past. So a lot of things from the past might keep coming up, but it's for a reason, because you're gonna have to deal with your emotions. King of Cups is here, and if you can see, there's quite a lot of water here, and it's very interesting how that card is parted, you know, and I do kind of put these cards together. So that sorry, feeling of sorry, it seems like you might even encounter someone the next 7 to 10 days who wants to apologize to you, and it's gonna be a big deal for you guys. It might seem like a little thing, but you're gonna be clearing some stuff out of your system, and it's gonna change you a bit like a person. I don't know, maybe you're doing some healings, maybe you're doing something with energies, but you are clearing stuff up. You are allowing yourself to be vulnerable, and I think what I'm seeing here regarding the bat, take care, enemies are working against you. I think you're gonna understand that a lot of things that have happened to you, and how you dealt with some things in the past, it wasn't the situation, it was more how you reacted to the situation that made you your own enemy, and you are clearing that out. You're like, nah, no more of this. Now some of you are getting a gift. I think someone's birthday is there. Some of you are getting a gift, or maybe you just received one, because it's very present, you know, present is present. I feel it. Another thing I'm seeing, this is something little too, but some of you are taking care of your exterior a little bit more, especially the nails, because I'm really pay attention to that nail polish. There is going to be some kind of competition, I think, but I do think that is mostly related to your own self, because we have 8 of Swords here. It seems like you are your own competition, as you always were in life, and you're gonna understand that it's okay sometimes to just be vulnerable and to allow yourself to open up. So your relationships with people might be slightly different, and I think much more human-like, because maybe you had that wall up that I'm strong, I'm this and that, I'm gonna take care of myself, I'm gonna take care of my family, and things like that. You were always in that war mode, you know, where you might find yourself that there is a need for you to truly open up and surrender to your emotions throughout those days. Okay, and it's gonna be a beautiful experience, because it's like you are freeing yourself. I have to say, I'm feeling someone is gonna come out. So if you are watching, and if you are about to come out to your parents or your friends, I would say this is gonna go. Let's take a look at it. Actually, I think I'm actually reading for one person right now, but hey, #tribe, we need to go by what we are told, right? And wait for this message to be passed to whoever needs to hear this. It's gonna go well. It's gonna go well. Whoever is gonna, or would you want to, it's not only about coming out, would you want to say something that is deep down in you that you've been hiding? It's saying it's gonna go really well. It's gonna go really well. What did I say? 10 of Cups. Here we go. Someone is free. The next 7 to 10 days, someone is free of something that they held deep inside. And I think a lot of things will be coming to light, and I think you're gonna be feeling like you are back home. You know, you are back home to yourself, because before you couldn't allow yourself to be free. You caged yourself, you know, your thoughts were caged. You didn't want to open up to things that happened to you prior. You are becoming a bit different, it seems like, pile number 4s. And I do think that someone wanted to take a look at one more pile here. I think that might be beneficial. You are I'm hearing you are not lying to yourself anymore, which is very beautiful to encounter, pile number 4. It's very nice to see. And maybe that is why we have that procrastination and worrying. What others will think is blocking you from making a decision. If you are torn between your own desires and someone else's, follow your inner guidance. Someone here is taking control of their life, which I love seeing. And we have new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. I kind of want to tap into this a little bit, pile number 4s. What are the opportunities that are coming your way, and what are the paths that are opening up? 7 of Cups. See, it's all about your thoughts here. It's all about being a prisoner of your own mind sometimes, guys, pile number 4, right? You're gonna find ways how to take it easy, I'm seeing. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze, I'm so sorry. Okay. The Hermit. Possibilities coming your way. 9 of Hazards. Okay. It seems like it's something about shopping for you guys, pile number 4. I do think that someone was waiting for something, but it was out of stock. That's very specific, I know. And it's gonna come back and be restocked so you can get it. You're also opening up. It's like you're finding ways how to deal with your own mind. Especially for those who might be bipolar, you might have, it seems like you're gonna have an easy week. Easy week in your terms. You know, it's never easy for you guys. I'm sorry if someone out there is suffering, but easy week for you. You know what I mean? Or those who have been struggling with migraines, I would say it's something that you are uncovering about it. So it would be, it seems like there is something that you are realizing about an illness of some sorts, or how to treat your body better. If you don't have any illnesses, it seems like you are watching what you put in your body, which is gonna make you feel not only physically better, but you're gonna feel mentally much better, if that makes sense. So I would say pay attention to what you eat and just know what's for you, what's not. A gift is coming your way for sure. Another thing regarding the enemies here, I do think that you guys are going to become a bit stronger when it comes to saying something back to people. If you don't like arguing, pile number 4s, it seems like you're going to know how to deal with people who, even haters. If you do have haters, I mean, everyone has, right? It seems like you know how to deal with them. You are in control, this is saying. So I truly like seeing that for pile number 4. Your finances are a bit more stable than they were before the next week. So maybe things will start moving for you, or maybe it just started. But it seems like you're not feeling financially unstable. There's something is gonna happen where you're gonna be like, yes, okay, this is good. Heaven's blessings, you know, coming my way. So I truly like seeing that here for you. So that's what I have for pile number 4. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. And if you want to see more content like this, subscribe. I'll catch you next week. Bye for now.